Hi, I'm Adam Skolnick. I'm a freelance journalist and travel writer. I write for a number of national and international publications, New York Times, BBC.com, ESPN.com, Outside Magazine. And I've written about 25 Lonely Planet guides, and it's great. To walk the earth on the company dime is a gift. And one of the most exciting things is when I can write about my own hometown. I'm third generation Los Angelino and been going to Venice since I was a kid. So I've seen it change a lot. I think the main change in Venice has taken place over the last 10, 15 years when Abbot Kinney, which was kind of a blighted area with a couple of places to go eat, has become one of the go-to streets in America for shopping and dining. Originally Venice was this kind of down-home place where people could afford to live by the beach, and it was a mix of people from all different backgrounds. So the big concern is this just going to be a gentrified type of case where it's just wealthy people coming in and taking over? And you might have like hipster types, but I don't think you could call them really hip or really gritty. I think you just call them what they are, which is just probably well-to-do creative types. But it's not necessarily pushing the cultural envelope. It's not some movement from the grassroots of the town like where Venice once was, which is the skateboarders and the surfers that used to surf the Venice Pier and then started skateboarding. That kind of energy that comes from the creative tension of difficult circumstances or not ideal home circumstances and affordability, that kind of is out of the question. So it'll be interesting to see if there's that kind of cultural force in the future that isn't just tech-driven or business-driven. LA is an enigma for tourists. It's not like San Francisco or New Orleans or New York, where you can just show up, walk around, have a good time without even knowing where you're going or why. LA is not quite like that. It's kind of a quilt of neighborhoods knitted together, and Venice is one of those neighborhoods, but you can treat Venice that way. So you can walk the boardwalk and then stroll over through the canals to Abbot Kinney and then walk up to Rose, and you can get a feel for the entire place in 1 or 2 days and have a great time. And I think that's why people love Venice. So I would say ditch the car, get on a bicycle, and just see where it takes you. I always call Los Angeles the most open-minded city in America. And I believe it is, and I think that cuts good and bad. So you can kind of be whoever you want to be. You can reinvent yourself. You can get surgeons to remake you. All that kind of bad stuff can happen, but also the good stuff. There's a lot. This is where the yogis first came in the 1920s. This is where Eastern wisdom kind of filtered into the Western mind. It happened here in Los Angeles. Venice, to me, is one of the more open-minded places in Los Angeles. This is certainly the boardwalk is a free-for-all of do whatever you want, be whoever you want. And I think that's changing. That's one of the big issues with gentrification. But we'll see how that goes. But in my opinion, Venice epitomizes that kind of ultimate free spirit that is Los Angeles.